was the worst guest that stayed at your house? My wife's friend had stayed over at a party because they lived pretty far away. I was in the kitchen making coffee in the morning, and the friend's wife came up with the basement stairs into the kitchen wearing nothing but her underwear. She didn't say anything to me, she just shuffled past and went back into the spare bedroom. I was curious what she was doing down there, so I went and checked. It turns out, in her drunken state, she couldn't find either one of the bathrooms upstairs on the main level, so she went into the basement and shit beneath the stairs all over the floor. When her husband came out of the bedroom, I told him that he had a mess to clean up and directed him to the basement so we could find his wife's surprise. That's when he decided to use our clean bathroom towels to smear her shit all over my bathroom floor. Then he just tossed the towels into the laundry tub. I never spoke to either one of them again. One good thing did come out of it, though. We now get to say shit the basement drunk as the top of the drunken meter. This dude was a family friend who my mom let in my room to play Xbox. I wasn't home at the time, so I didn't see it, but I had forgotten my phone one day, so as soon as I got home, I frantically looked for it, as I normally would. My phone was nowhere in sight, so I was like, fuck it, I'll look for it later and chill with this dude over Xbox. This dude seems nervous as fuck, so starts catching on this motherfucker. I go through one of my drawers, which had about $100 in it, and guess what? It's gone. I decided to fuck with this dude, so I said my phone has a tracker app on it, and I was going to report him that if it was stolen to the police, which was complete bullshit, but hey, he bought my story and was getting nervous. He goes over to his mom and speaks in his native language, so I can't understand. He did use phone and police in English, and at that point I knew he took both of them. I told my dad and went apeshit on this dude, just full on shouting at him until he started crying, which was hilarious. He returned my stuff afterwards and just waited outside. His mother was crying profusely and kept apologizing and saying stuff like, I never knew he had stolen this side to him. I never knew he had this side to him. And there must be a reason why he stole your stuff, but I knew she was in on it too. I have no sympathy for either of those sly motherfuckers. Without a doubt, hands down, the friend whose family came up to my lake house for a week. Her 10-year-old had a bedwetting problem. Understandably, no one wants to talk about that. Except when it's time to change the sheets when the guests are gone. OMG, I had to throw out a brand new mattress. Had someone do this to my parents, ruined a $25,000 down sofa, except we were aware of the problem, and gave her an inflated mattress to sleep on. She got up in the middle of the night and moved on to the forbidden couch, super soaked it, and told no one. My roommate's friend needed a place to crash while we found an apartment. He had a spare room, but he didn't want to rent it. After 3 weeks, it became obvious he was trying to stay with us for free when he bought all his clothes and stuff. So we changed his rent for next month if he planned to stay longer. Stole our Xbox and disappeared, but he left all his stuff, which was worth a lot more. We didn't bother calling the cops and just told him to bring back the Xbox or he can't get his stuff. He never responded, and we just made a profit of $1,000 selling his crap.